Hey everybody. Let's see, we can get some people in here first. We're getting going, running a little bit late. Let's mute myself first. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. I've been busy all friggin' day. Let me straighten this out here a little bit. Good enough. Everybody check out that comment video. Let me get a few things set up here. Hey, Rhonda Tolliver. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Rhonda, and every little bit helps. All right, this Streamlabs is not working. Oh, I have no idea why. Oh well. Okay, let's try this again. Maybe that worked. Bear with me, everybody. Oh, okay. Uh, All right, 3 people watching. We're going to give it a few more minutes. All right. I've been busy all day. I had to get up bright and early this morning, like before. It's about 6:30. Got to get up bright and early at 6:30 tomorrow morning too. Oh, fun. All right, I don't want to wait too long. People are not, but let's go. What do I got first? All right, we got a slab first. There we go. W dime. We're starting this one off $20. Looking for $20 to start. Ooh, I hope you do better. Let's go. 1919 6W NX MS64. Let me wipe the dust off. All right, Hector. All right. Nobody interested. We'll count down. Going once. As usual, I will go over everything really quick at the end of the auction before I do the end of stream giveaway, which is a 1960 un peso 10% silver coin. I do really good at the auction. I probably will add a little bit more to the end of the stream. Oh, here we go, guys. Share, like, shout it out your windows at your neighbors and enemies. And hey, Chew, how you doing? Everybody go hit that comment video. It's my last non-live video. Going twice. Yes, I know that, Hector. Thank you. Seven people watching. All right, last shot at this, or this will move on. Anyone need one for the typeset? $20. Not. Let's go move along to the next one. What do we got next? All right, here we go. 1838, 3 pence, Great Britain. Starting this one out at $18. Oh, I'll go 17. One lower. Let's see. Yeah, 925 silver, guys. Only about 1.2 million minute of these. Good price on this. Get a better look at it. 1838, 3 pence. Got all the details there. Clear date, 925 silver. Looking to start at 17. Not this, that can go on Macari. Right, $25 on Macari. Because I need to sell. That's all right. I didn't prepare much either, Hector. I've been running around back and forth to my parents' house and grocery store, hardware store. I've been like 6 different places today. And there's a bunch of construction around here that they started today that I didn't know about, so that's always fun. Going once. $18.38, 3 pence. You know what? Let's move down in a little bit better. There we go. All right, going twice. Everybody hit that comment video for the free end-stream giveaway if you aren't bidding. I will send that in the US and Canada. All right, last call for this one. Let's give it one more look. I got to move along. Does everybody knock on wood for me tomorrow? I got 1 phone interview and 1 in-person interview. I am still unemployed, unfortunately. All right, let's move right along. All right, where the heck am I? Oh, I'm going to put everything that I went through. Oh, hold on a minute, guys. I'm a total mess over here. Okay, what's next? Okay, here we go. 2020 American Samoa, otherwise known as a bat quarter. Nice W if you need one. Finish a set. We're starting this out at a good price of $13. Beat that. $13. There it is, W. There's the W. $13. Well, let's get my Gmail open. One for quality position and one for a high-low driver. We will see. All right, come on, people. And more people in here. Going once. All right. American Samoa Bat W. Going once at 13. I will keep all this good stuff and it'll go on to Macari guy. Every extra dime I get today helps big time. Hey, P, what's going on? You having a good week, good Tuesday? Hey, Spray Can. Looking at the American Samoa Bat quarter right now, starting at looking for 13 to start. Everybody go check out the comment video and the stream giveaway. Thumbs up. Thank you. Going twice. Yes, it is a W. All right, 3 comments in the comment video. Let's see. Yep. I'm on. If my camera can focus, you'll see that W there. There we go. That's a little better. Yes, it is. That's no problem. Let's go. All right, what's next? All right, yeah, we just got all the W's right now. Starting at 13. All of them are starting at 13. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Commercial building, Rockefeller. Yeah, some of these I found. I believe one of them I bought. I haven't looked around for quarters in a while. Oh, spray can says 13 on the MBR. All right, anybody looking for 14? Looking for 14. Your spray can, if you win it, just please don't forget to flip it correctly. This way, not the other way. Yeah, not Canadian. You find any 2026s yet, AP? I know I do have the two of the same quarters and 2026 Billy or nickel. I haven't seen those dimes yet. Going once at 13, looking for 14, guys. Okay, yeah, I haven't seen any 25 cents. Yes, I do. I was just looking for your info spray can. I thought I had it, but I'm not finding it. I'm sure I do because you bought me before, but you want to keep this going. Going twice. Yes, I will send invoices right after the auction. Hey, John Camper. Send all your information, spray can, to my email at johnargent75@gmail.com. Yeah, thank you, Streamlabs, Andy P. All right, we'll go last call on this. Let's keep it moving. Looking for 14, guys. All right, we are sold. The spray can coins. Nice pickup. Well, take the other one. All right. Anybody else? No, said, there's nobody else bidding on these, so boom, there you go. Get the other one for 13 also. Okay. Let me make a sold box, a pile here. There we go. All right, up next, we got a 2019 W. Starting this one at 13 also. This is a Lowell. Yep, there's the W. Start out at 13. All right, just 13 going once. Looking for 14. We'll go through this real quick. I don't see anybody else interested. Hello, Jack Gallman, North Carolina. Hope you're doing well today. Well, everybody had a good Mother's Day last Sunday. I got a kind of funny story for Mother's Day. Of course, you know me, I get my Mother's Day card last minute as I go to the local grocery store to look for cards real quick. The whole section is almost completely empty, except for the LGBTQ whatever card. I was thinking, no, I'm not going to say Happy Mother's Day to my two moms. So I got my mom a birthday card and crossed the happy birthday out and said Happy Mother's Day. That was a little different. Maybe next time I'll get it the week before. All right, going twice. Anybody looking for 14? Nobody's. I'm not going to comment on that Pacific Twin Hunter. All right, last call. All right, we are sold at 13. All right. Okay, there we go. We'll move along next. This is a good one for you guys. I know EP likes his varieties. We got a slab variety. Okay, here we go. 1995, 1 penny. DDO FS 101, MS 65, red brown, NGC. I'll start this one at $40. This old pile. Here we go. Let's knock some of this dust off. Excuse me. All right, going once. $40. Good price for that. I did not grade this, but that's costs about what it is about to get graded for one of these. I mean, honestly, I'm looking at it. I don't see no major issues with this. Could cross it over to PCGS. Maybe get a 65, 66. Yeah, let me check. And as it came one through, 1 second. I'll show you John Argent 75 at gmail.com. Yes, that is. I don't see it right this second, spray can, but let's give it a few minutes. I trust my computer about as far as I can throw it. Okay, last call on this 1995 DDO. Beautiful coin, $40. I would not mind keeping this one. All right, we're going to move along. If nobody wants to start this out at 40, put that aside. What do we got next? Okay, I believe this is the last slab of the day. Yep. All right, this is a 1922 5-cent Canada nickel. One of the first year non-silver. Starting this one out, I'll go down to 36 for this. Let me double. Yeah, it looks like I just did get an email. Okay, yep, I do have your info. You are all set, spray can. Yeah. I can start out at 36. All right, we still only got 4 comments on the giveaway video. Well, here we go. Not bidding. Go comment. Oh, excuse me. Hey, hidden. Looking for a 36. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. You're going once. Okay, I see that jack. I'll have to watch that later. And of course, he's got to have food on his channel, and I didn't eat enough for dinner. Hello, Hoover. All right, we're growing twice, guys. Looking to start at 36. If not, we're going to move along. I got to keep it moving today. Okay, no, that's not a. Well, you know what? Let's see. That one's going off that much. Honestly, I think that might be a slight rotation to that. Yeah, maybe. Let's go. Last call. And we're going to move on. All right, let's move along. Start into some good stuff. What do I got next? Oh, here we go. 1865. 1 cent, one large cent Newfoundland. First year mintage only 254,000. Looking to start this one out at 17. Oopsie, that's not part of the auction. That's a giveaway for someone else. There we go. 254,000. That's in great condition. Starting us out $17. Okay, spray can says 17. Hey, Furbid Finds, nice to see you. Going once at 17. Are you hitting? You're a little bit late. You're looking for 18. PayPal, Venmo. All right, looking for 18. All right, it says out. All right, Monkey King says 18. All right, looking for 19. Looking for 19. Going once at 18. All right, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 comments. 29. Well, I hope that's 19. Yeah. Straight can says 19. Honestly, it's still a good value at 29. All right, looking for 20. Yeah, shipping will be 8 or 15 guys because the prices for that seem to go up every friggin' other month. Yeah, I do every month or so, once in a while. All right, we're going twice at 19. Now, fervid, I don't have enough stuff to run them like every week, every other week. All right, last call, 19 guys, looking for 20. Hey, Cyclops, no problem, fervid. We probably will be doing another one, maybe at the start of next month or the end of this month. But we are going to call this one sold at 19. Okay, here we go. A key date. $1 million vintage. We're starting this one at 28. It's a little nicer than the one I sold last week. This is going into the sold pile. There we go. One of the two key dates for the Canadian small cents, 25 and 23. It's got a lot of detail left. Looking to start out at 28. Straight Kansas 28. Looking for 29, guys. Here we go. It's a good one to put in the Canadian version of the 770 if you can find them. That's a tough Dansko to find. I believe I paid what 80 for mine on eBay. All right, going twice at 28. All right, I believe we are sold at 28. Nice pickup, spray can. Very nice pickup. Okay, this is an interesting one, guys. Yes, it is. Okay, I might be pricing this one a little bit low, but we're going to start it at 60. Now, this is one book you're not going to see around a lot. There we go. Here, let me show you guys the book before I show you the coins. There we go. Newfoundland 5 cent, New Brunswick 5, 10, and 20 cent. It's up to 1947. There's some tough coins in this book. I do have a 1940, 41, 2 41s and a 45. Get somebody started off. See. There's unfortunately someone scribbled that out, but you can still see it. Probably send this in its own separate package. I do have, let's go. There's the 1940, the 41, 2 41s, and a 45. They're all 925. Looking to start that one out at 60. So I think those four, I guess you can't really call them fish scales, but I think the 4 coins are worth near that themselves. Let's look them up. Coins in Canada. I don't think there's a great mintage on any of these either. Yeah, okay, let's look at the 41. Yeah, 612,000 on the 41. On the 1940. Wow, 200,000. Hooey. All right, and the 45. $203,000. I know the 1946 is the one you really want. Yeah, that's a mention. There's only 2,041 on the 1946. I do not have that one. Wish I did. Coins in Canada says that one's worth in VG8 490 Canadian dollars. Yeah. A lot of these Canadian silver coins have low mintages and undervalued. These are American coins. I'd be asking like $1,000 for these. All right, going once at 60. Looking for 60. I will be happy to keep these if nobody's interested. You say all's fair in love, war, and coins, right? All right, be right back, guys. Okay, while everybody's thinking about this one, let's just show this off. Not for sale. It's listed on eBay. 1913 Canada 10-cent broadleaves. That's a variety. And yes, I did send this one in. I bought it in a lot for less than $2 a coin. That's a nice one. All right, going twice. Nice, Pacific Coin Hunter. All right, show off number 2. There is no 1944 Canadian 1 cent graded higher that in red brown. There's only like 3 graded in MS66 red, which honestly, one day I might cross this over and try to get that 66 red. I don't know, it looks darn near looks red to me. I mean, yeah, it's got a little bit of toning on it, but I've seen coins that look worse. 66 red brown would be nice too, but that's a $1,200 coin. Okay, we're moving along. All right, we're going to put that over in the pile. What is next? Oh, here we go. Okay, let me make sure I have this. Yep. Okay, I'm starting this one out at, I think, more than a fair price, 55. There we go. 1855. Oh, Seated Liberty with arrows, $50. New Orleans Mint. That's a good one for the get to have this for the slot for the dance go 770, guys. $90 silver. Not for sale, but there's another nice Canadian. 1939. Maybe not quite nice enough to get graded, but very nice. All right, going once. Seated Liberty $50. That would not surprise me at all, Hidden. I know you got some pretty dang nice coins. Going twice. One last look-see before we move along here. Yeah, Streamlabs, chill out. All right, we're going to move along. Okay. Oh, here we go. I don't know how to spell when I put this up. Let me correct the spelling on this. Good grief. Okay, 55. We're going once on 55. Okay, ignore that comment from Streamlabs. That's a wrong comment, video guide. Let me just remove that. There we go. That won't pop out. All right, going twice at 55. I believe the one you already commented on, Lucky or Pacific Coin Honor. This is the correct one. Thank you, Stacks. That is the correct one right there. No problem. All right, we got no other interest. We are sold. If I can spell sold. Sold 55 spray can coins. Thank you, sir. That's a good pickup. Zart in the house. Okay, let's add that to the sold pile. All right. Okay, we're starting this one out at 50. I don't see these every day. I mean, this does have folds in it. Nice condition. The corners are not too shabby. I mean, I've seen them a heck of a lot worse. $50. Everybody keep your star notes nowadays, man. I've been looking and getting a lot of change lately. I don't see them anymore, I swear. Not making them anymore. Too many people must be keeping them. All right, going once, looking for 50. Nice, my king. Going twice. Yeah, I do have the new one up there. I just gotta change it on my yeah, I have to change that on my where it shows up on YouTube. I'm slacking off on that. Hey, Billy S. Yeah, we do. Oops, wrong button. Yeah, we do have the new one there. All right, I'm gonna pass on that one. I kind of want to keep it. Okay, let's move along. Okay, so 1939, Great Britain, 1 shilling. Starting this one out at 17. Make sure I got this one right. Yep. There we go. 925 silver. All right. Well, I'll feel better. Spray can. I will send you the invoice right away. Flip the flip closer to the camera. Okay, there. They're better. Yep, that's 1 shilling. If I can flip it the right way. We can start at 17, says Monkey King. All right, guys, we're looking for 18. All right, looking for 18, guys. All right, twice at 17. Last chance to bid 18, guys. 8 people in there. Let's double check the comments on the comment video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we are sold at 17. A nice pickup. Okay, moving along. There's an older Canadian large set, 1882. I'm just knocking shit over. Don't mind me. Most do. Some of the older ones have the American style flip. Well, this is starting out at $10. That is in the sold pile. And Monkey King, I do think I still have a package for you. And let's actually get the coin, maybe. Nice details. Looking to start out at $10. All right, going once. All right, 1882H. Yeah, going twice, looking for 10. All right, we're going to move along. This next one, yeah, this is 1888, a little bit of a better date. Yeah, we can start this one out at 15. There we go. Looking for 15. Yeah, it's definitely got more details. Man, it's got a lot of details. All right, I think that's a steal at 15. I'm not sure I have that. I'm pretty not sure I have that one, at least not an extra hidden. All right, going once on the large cent. And I do have every large cent Canadian in my book, but I do not have an extra of that one. All right, here we go, 1888. Very nice details on this one. All right, going twice. Give me one more second and we'll move along. Yeah, so that's mostly what I collected. Most of my good United States stuff is all in books or my 770s or 770 Hector. All right, let's move along. More Canadian. Yeah, everything we have left is Canadian. So. All right, this is a 925 silver quarter, 1917, Canada. Starting this one out at $18. Let's move that along. Oh, there we go. I can tell you the melt on them is what, 4 cents right now? 4 or 5 cents, something like that. So. One more time, he says. All right. 1917, 25 quarter, 925 silver. Start out at 18. Excuse me. 13 in there. I'm going to go check out that comment video. I'll copy the link again. There's that comment video. 12 watching. Everybody smash that like button too. 15 likes, not too shabby. Yeah, I would buy copper pennies at 2 cents each all day. The melt's more than that. I mean, I don't know. Somebody look it up in chat. I mean, melt value for copper, the pre-82 copper pennies, I think 3.5, 4. Yeah, 4 cents. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just a random date of copper 6 is a bit much, but yeah. All right, we're going to move along. If anybody's interested, it's 1917. What did we got at it? God's distracting me. Yeah, that was at 18. At 18. Yeah, I have a ton of your Canadian cents too. A lot saved. I bought a big lot from somebody, a few people actually, fervid. So I'm, as the crow flies, I'm probably only about less than 10 miles from Canada. And I'm proud to say I have every Canadian small and large set. All right, we're going to move along. Okay, there we go. Okay, second to last Newfoundland. Getting into the nitty gritty, guys. Oh, wow. Huh. Okay, fervid. Can you like email me your email address? I may want to talk to you about something. I mean, you don't happen to be near Detroit, do you? I mean, if you mind asking, but you're saying. Okay, it's 17.25 Newfoundland. Starting this one out at 23. Or do you have your email on your site, Fervid? I'm not sure. Or on your YouTube channel. So I'd like to email you about something if you live near Michigan. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just south of Detroit. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, let me think about that. Yeah, because I have an absolute ton I bought them for like a steal a long time ago, just to look for some ones and fill out my collection. I have like probably over $100 of clad Canadian quarters. I really can't exchange them with anybody because I don't have a passport. I'm looking for 23 guys, 21 boxes by each roll and date and mint. Dang. Whew. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go through my quarters. Yeah. So yeah, you're all set. All right, going once. Okay, if anybody's interested, trying to still do an auction. Okay. Yeah, I always see you searching American stuff. Yeah, if I had a passport, I wouldn't mind getting some loonies and toonies. Probably fill out my collection. I don't have a lot of either. Yeah, we might be able to do something like that. All right, anybody interested at 23? Not, we're going to actually go twice now. Yep, anybody else that knows that's for shipping to Canada, I will do, if you buy like 1 or 2 coins, I can send it that way without paying too much. But if you want to buy a handful of coins, the shipping price is going to be crazy. Shouldn't be, but that's the way it is. Yeah, God, I'm gonna have to. I know, yeah. Let me sort through all my clad quarters, see how much I had. 'Cause I might have clad Canadian quarters. I might have upwards of $150 in Canadian. There we go. Okay, last call, guys. If anybody's interested at 23, we're going to be moving along. Okay, got the big ticket items now. Okay, this is there's sterling silver. They're all 925 silver. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Maybe we can do something like that. It'll definitely take me a little bit to get them all together. Okay, let me redo that. Paste. This one's starting out at $100. This is the antique set, guys. Let me clean it off a little bit. Case is a little dusty. Okay, is your email on your channel description? We do have the COA, but all sterling silver. Beautiful set. You can start out at $100. Let me carefully get this out of there. Yep. Yeah, and that penny is not copper. That is sterling silver. I might be plated copper to look like that way, but that penny is sterling silver. They're all like antiqued. Yes, it is. Very cool set. All right, going once. Oh, excuse me. I think you guys heard that. Holy hell. Well, a little excitement. Yep, starting out at $100. Bidding after anything starts over 100 is going by fives. 100, 105, 110. And after I do these two, I will go over everything real quick. Maybe offer some bends, or after we're done here, anybody shout out, say what you're interested in, and make me an offer. Or Yeah, now the chair is also antiqued. Yeah, speaking of Canadians, look, there's some of my old videos. I do have 2 videos of a bag of all Canadian coins I was going through, or Canadian cents. Found a lot of BU ones in there. Definitely some upgrades for the book. And a lot out with the hanging Queen Elizabeth. Oh, young heads. Going twice. Yeah, I'm looking for a 1947 dollar, but I don't have the money for that. I need it for my Canadian dance cup. Or 48. Yeah. Last coin show I was at a little more than 2 years ago. They actually had one, but it was about double my budget. So I was like, I can't do that. Okay, one last look, guys. Starting at 100. Sterling silver set. French and English. All right, we're moving along in that one. Okay, last item of the night. Okay, let me make sure I still have it here. Wow, is that a good price or cheap price or expensive price? I'm not sure. I have to look it up. All right, last item, guys. 1873 10-cent Newfoundland ultra low mintage of 20,000. This is in very nice shape. The bidding starts at 175. Looking for 175 to start. If anybody's interested in this one, I'll probably count it down in like 3 seconds. All right, here we go, guys. 10-cent Newfoundland. You can start out at 175. Actually, I'll say bin 175. If anybody needs it, 1873. Hoover is live. We'd eat your yard all summer for that. Would be not a bad trade if you're only closer. All right, going once at 175. Going once, looking for 175. $20,000 minted. Put it on Hidden's tab. All right, going twice. Looking for 175. Yeah. No objections. All right, charged in. All right, yeah, I did get that. Thank you for that. All right, last call. It's a hell of a deal. Yeah, let me get everything situated in a couple weeks because I'm kind of crazy busy right now. All right, we're going to PASS on that. Okay, guys. Anybody look at the auction list? Here, we'll share it out. Copy link. So I will go over everything really quick. Maybe offer some bins or lower prices. Check out that comment video because we'll be doing this real quick, and then we'll do that giveaway. Thank you, everybody, for following the new rule. There's only one person per household on the giveaway. Okay. 1838, 3 pence. You know what? We'd bin this 16 if anybody wants it. Buy it now, 16. The W dime. Where's the W dime? W dime. Ooh, you know what? What the heck? BIN18. BIN18 for the W dime. All right. See you next time, Furbid. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, what else? We got the 1922 AU58, Canada 5 cents. Yeah, bin 34. Buy it now, 34 for that one. Yeah, 1995 DDR or DDO, I'm sorry, FS 101, 64 red brown. Buy it now, 37. 37. And all the Newfoundland book and those 3 Newfoundland 5 cents. That's buy it now, 60. And what else? Thank you. We got this Newfoundland one. You know what? We'll go buy it now, 21 for that one. 21. 1888. Buy it now, 14. 1882, 1 cent. It's been $9. 1917, 925 silver. When you reprice this a little low, go buy it now, 17. 17. All right, that's about it, guys. Everybody go check out that comment video. I'll get everything set up and give you guys a few minutes to check out the comment video. Let me get everything set up. And I'll to show you which one. Make sure I get the right one up. There we go. Oh, excuse me. All right, we're going to give away this 1960 un peso. It's 10% silver. And what the hey? This is, what is this? You know what? I'm going to do this one. I believe, I'm not sure. I think this is from 1600s, but it's relatively cheap. It says, I believe that is silver. 925. It was Great Britain Charles II, so that's 1600s. We're going to throw that one in the end of stream giveaway. Yes, the dime is a W. 1996 W. That's a deal. What was the price on that one? Yeah, I do that. Buy it now, 18 plus your shipping. So. All right. If nobody wants it, and look at that auction list. If you want everything, now's about your last chance. There you go, Uber. Well, Well, I guess your client is gonna buy. Okay, let's share screen and get this giveaway done with. You can figure out how I can do this. Okay, share screen. No, we don't want that. Copy the comment video. Got to be present to win, guys. Filter duplicate users. Last time I checked, 1 + 5 is 6. 9 commenters. Good luck, everyone. All right, let's rock and roll. Let's pick a winner. Jack Gallman, are you here? Yep. Jack Gallman, congratulations. Yeah, please send me your shipping address, Jack. Let me double check. I'm not sure if I have yours or not. Okay, stop sharing. Yep, my email is up on the screen, and let me put it in chat real quick. Let's make sure the bot is working. There we go, johnargent75@gmail. Yeah, I need to clean out my Gmail, but let me search. I may have your email before, but let me double check. I always tell everybody to send me their shipping address anyway. Yeah, I don't see an email from you. There's not one that I used to have, but yeah, if you got it, go ahead and send me your shipping address. I'll get that out probably within the next day or two. Well, all right, let's break in. Yeah, good night, folks. Yeah, wish you a nice evening. I can say the same to everybody else. Thank you for showing up and participating. Everyone have a good night, a good week, good summer. See you later.